Good morning. Today we are going to discuss the CART algorithm in the decision tree. It is a supervised learning algorithm that learns from the labeled data to predict the unseen data. The abbreviation for the CART is classification and regression tree. It is a decision tree method used to solve the classification and regression problems in the machine learning. We can use it as a classification tree where the target variable is categorical and the tree is used to identify the class within which a target variable would likely fall into. We can use it as a regression tree also where the target variable is continuous and tree is used to predict its values. We'll discuss the CART algorithm with one example. They have been given the data set for the weekend activities with attributes are weather, parents and money. Here there are 4 decisions as an outcome. One is cinema, tennis, stay in and shopping. So here for the CART algorithm we will be using the Gini Index. The formula for the Gini Index is 1 minus summation of probability pi the whole square. So totally we are having a 10 samples. Out of the 10 samples, we are having a 6 samples decision as a cinema, 2 for tennis, 1 for stay in and 1 for shopping. So the overall Gini Index we are going to calculate, that is Gini of S is equal to 1 minus total 4 probabilities are possible here, in which the first one is cinema, 6 out of 10 the probability, so 6 by 10 the whole square, plus due to the summation we are having a plus over here. Next for 10 is 2 by 10 the whole square. Out of the 10 samples we are having a 2 as 10 is, so 2 by 10 the whole square. Next one is stay in, 1 by 10 the whole square. Next one is shopping, that is also 1 out of 10, so 1 by 10 the whole square. We are finding the value is 0.58. So next we are going to calculate the Gini index value for individual attributes. The first one we are going to take the money. For money there are 2 possible outputs are there. One is rich, another one is poor. So here totally we are having 7 rich and 3 poor as a examples. So first we are going to calculate the Gini for money is equal to poor. So if money is equal to poor, for all poor the outcome decision is cinema. So here also cinema, here also for poor. So all 3 poor the decision is cinema only. So the applied value is 1 minus the probability is 3 out of 3. So 3 by 3 the whole square, answer is 0. Next we are going to consider money is equal to rich. So totally we know already 7 samples are rich. Out of the 7 samples, 2 samples output decision is tennis, 3 sample output decision is cinema, 1 sample output decision is stay in and 1 more sample output decision is shopping. So 7 is splitted like 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1. Total 7. Okay, so now if you are applying that probability in the Gini index formula, 1 minus 2 by 7, that is for 10 is 2 is possible out of 7. So 2 by 7 the whole square. Next one is for cinema 3 by 7 the whole square. Then for staying and shopping 1 by 7 1 by 7 the whole square. So if you are applying these values and then calculating, we will be getting the answer 0.694. Now the weighted average we have to calculate for the attribute money. So the formula is whatever the Gini value we have been calculated for the individual outcome, that is for poor 0 into the poor one we have been got like a 3 samples out of 10 samples, so 3 by 10 that probability, plus the Gini for rich is 0.694 into the probability. Totally we are having a rich as a 7 samples out of 10, so 7 by 10. So we have been calculated the weighted average, that is 0.486 for the attribute money. Next, we are going to calculate the Gini index for the attribute parents. So here for parents there are 2 outcomes only possible. One is yes, another one is no. So totally out of 10 samples, we have been got 5 samples with a value yes, 5 samples with no. So first we are going to calculate for yes. For yes, out of 5 samples, all 5 samples outcome decision is cinema only. So 1 minus 5 by 5 the whole square, answer is 0. Next we are going to calculate parents is equal to no. Here also 5 samples. In that 5 samples, 2 samples decision is tennis, 1 sample decision is stay in, and 1 more sample decision is shopping. So then the Gini index now we are going to calculate, that is 1 minus summation. So we have been expanded the summation. So first one is 10 is 2. So 2 out of 5. So 2 by 5 the whole square. Next is 1 by 5 the whole square. Again one more is 1 by 5 the whole square. So the calculation leads the value, that is 0.72. So total 5 samples. So 2 as here, 10 is, 1 as here stay in, 1 as here shopping, 1 as here cinema. So total 4 splitter, all 4 values we have been mentioned here. After the calculation, we got the value 0.72. Now the weighted average for the parents, the Gini for parent equal to yes is 0, that probability is 5 by 10, plus the Gini for parents equal to no is 0.72, that particular probability is again 5 by 10. If you are calculating, we got the weighted average as here 0.36. Next we are going to take the attribute as here weather. So here weather, totally we are having here 3 outcomes: sunny, rainy and windy. So out of 10 samples, we got like a sunny 3, rainy 3, windy is 4 examples. So now we are going to calculate first whether is equal to sunny. Sunny totally 3 samples. In the 3 samples, 2 is for cinema and 1 is representing the tennis. So the Gini for sunny is 1 minus 2 by 3 plus 1 by 3, which includes the whole square. Okay, so after calculating, we got the value 0.444. Then if you are considering whether it's rainy, totally we have 3 samples. In the 2 is cinema, 1 is stay in. So 2 by 3 the whole square plus 1 by 3 whole square. If you are applying, we got like an answer 0.444. Next, windy, weather is equal to windy. Here 4 samples. In the 3 samples leads the decision cinema. 1 sample leads the decision as is shopping. So 1 minus 3 by 4 the whole square plus 1 by 4 the whole square, answer 0.375. Now we have to calculate the weighted average. So we know the weight, the first one 0.444, then that probability 3 by 10. Next 0.44, that probability is again 3 by 10. Next one is 0.375, probability is 4 by 10. If I calculate, the answer is 0.416 we got. Now 3 attributes we have been listed, we have been calculated the weighted Gini index value listed over here. So here the best split, actually you know already the decision tree, we have to minimize the steps, minimize the splitting of the tree. So for that we have to choose the current parent node. If you are choosing the current parent node, the split up will be reduced. If you are making randomly some parent node, that may lead the splitting huge also. Okay, so for that purpose only we are using the information gain and also the Gini index to calculate which one will be considered as a root node. So the best splitter here, out of the 3 attributes, the parent attribute will be having a 0.3, which is a low Gini index value. So we are going to choose that as a root node. So if you are choosing the parent node as a root node, so there are 2 split up. One is for yes, another one is for no. All the yes will be leading the decision cinema. So we can able to make it as a root node. So if parent we have been chosen as a root node, if it is a status yes, it will be leading you the decision properly. So this particular node will be telling us a leaf node. Next, if parents is no, total 5 rows again we are getting, but with a different decision. 10 is to stay in one, shopping one, cinema one. So further we need to make a tree structure for this with the help of Gini Index. So now only we have been taken the table for parent as a no. Again we have to continue the same step. Say for example, first we are going to consider the weather for this 5 samples alone. If you are considering the weather, out of these 3 outputs are possible. We have the 2 sunny, 2 windy and 1 rainy. Okay, so for the sunny, we calculated the Gini formula, that is 1 minus 2 out of 2, we got like a 10 is only, so 2 by 2, answer is 0. So next one is rainy, we are going to calculate, so 1 minus 1 by 1 the whole square, that is also 0. Next we are going to calculate the windy. So for the windy, totally we are having here 2 samples. In that, one is for cinema, one is for shopping. So 1 by 2 whole square plus 1 by 2 whole square, answer is 0.5. Next we have to calculate the weighted average, that is 0 into 2 by 5, again 0 into 1 by 5, again 0.5 into 2 by 5, answer is 0.2. Next attribute we are going to consider the money. Money, there are 2 possible, rich and then poor. If it is a poor, only classification cinema. So for poor, one example, that is 1 minus 1 by 1 the whole square, answer is 0. If you are considering the rich, totally 4 samples are possible. So in that 4 samples, we have the 2 tennis, 1 stay in, 1 shopping. So 1 by 4 the whole square, 1 by 4 the whole square, 2 by 4 the whole square, answer is 0.625. Now the weighted average 0.625 into total 4 samples, so 4 by 5 plus 0 into 1 by 5, answer is 0.5. So by choosing the parent node, we have been calculated the remaining 2 nodes, 2 attributes, weather as well as the money. We calculated the Gini value. So for the parents, we have been choosing further weather as well as money. For the Gini index is 0.2 as well as 0.5. So in this, the lower value is 0.2. So the weather need to be chosen as a next subroot node. So if you have been chosen as a weather, you know for rainy, only one rainy possible, so the outcome is stay in. So rainy we declared as a stay in. Next for sunny, the outcome is for both tennis. So here also we are declaring the outcome is the tennis. Okay, next for windy, we have 2 options. One is cinema, another one is shopping. So here with the help of the next attribute, we can able to take a decision. So here the decision tree. First we have been taken the root node as a parents. For parents is yes, completely cinema. If parents is no, next we have to check the weather. So while checking the weather, 3 outcomes are possible: sunny, rainy and windy. If it is a sunny, completely tennis. If it is a rainy, completely stay in. If it is a windy, again I can't able to decide because I got like a 2 answers, shopping and cinema. So next attribute I'm just going to choose for the money. So if I have been choosing the money, there are 2 outcomes. One is rich, another one is poor. If money is rich, we will be going for shopping. If money is poor, we'll be going for cinema. So now all the nodes are ended with some fixed decision. So this final nodes are called as a leaf node. This parent node is called as a root node. So this is the way we can able to make the decision with the help of decision tree algorithm, that is represent the cart algorithm. Okay, so for the cart algorithm, we will be using the Gini index formula. Thank you.